Hi all, myself K. Karthik Kumar. In the previous lecture video, we have seen what is the basic electric circuits and what are the elements that is needed to construct an basic electric circuit. In this lecture, we are going to see a Ohm's law, that is which will give a relationship between voltage, current and resistance. We will see what is in detail. In this lecture, we are going to see some basic outlines, that is discovery of Ohm's law, what is Ohm's law, next is different applications of Ohm's law, limitations of Ohm's law, and how we have to calculate the different parameters using Ohm's law, and analyzing simple circuits using Ohm's law, and one solved problem using Ohm's law triangle, and I have given one exercise problem using Ohm's law triangle. And we will see what is the discovery of Ohm's law. That is, it is first discovered by a scientist George Simon Ohm. And at first he had given published an article in the year 1827, and he gave a relationship between EMF, that is electromotive force, current and resistance, which is known as Ohm's law, or it is named as Ohm's law. Later on, he have published many articles or journals related to such relationships or unit of electrical resistance in 1872. Next, we will see what is Ohm's law. Before entering into the topic, we will see what is the basic application or where the Ohm's law is applied in our real-time world. That is, whenever a fan in your home is on, when you feel cold, you reduce the fan speed, or during that is, for doing that, we will use some speed control knob on the switchboard. But how does the knob work? That is, what is its mechanism? The knob works on the principle of Ohm's law, that is, that is under the Ohm's law of current, electricity state. We will study the Ohm's law of current electricity. That is, there will be some resistance value will be inside the knob. Based on the adjustment, we will control the speed of the fan. That is, there we will see the three parameters, that is voltage, current and resistance. We will see the short statement of Ohm's law. That is, it states that the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across its ends, provided the temperature and other physical parameters remains unchanged or constant. Mathematically, it can be represented as potential difference is directly proportional to current, that is, V is directly proportional to I. Whenever the value of V increases, the value of I also increases simultaneously, where V is the voltage which is represented in volt, and R is the resistance, which is unit is ohm, and I is the current, which unit is ampere. And we will see different applications of Ohm's law. To determine the voltage, resistance or current of an electric circuit, it is used, and Ohm's law is used to determine or maintain the desired voltage drop across the electronic components. Ohm's law is also used in DC ammeter and other DC shunt to divert the current. And it also have Ohm's law is also having some we will see in real-time application, that is when we consider bicycle, there the pedaling will be considered as voltage, which will create some force, and the movement of the wheel of a bicycle will consider as a current, that is current flow in the circuit, and the wind flow opposite to us will consider as a resistance. That is, more the wind flow, the current and the amount of force we are giving to the pedal will also get reduced. Therefore, we will conclude that the force of the wind, that is wind flow, more the wind flow will reduces the current flow. And here we will have some limitations of Ohm's law. That is, Ohm's law is not applicable for unilateral electrical elements like diodes and transistors, as they allow the current flow through in a one direction only. For nonlinear electrical elements with parameters like capacitance, resistance, etc., the voltage and the current won't be constant with respect to time, so making it difficult to use in Ohm's law. These are the major two limitations of Ohm's law. The next we will see how to calculate the different parameters using Ohm's law. That is the basic relationship of Ohm's law is I is equal to V by R, that is current is equal to voltage divided by resistance, which is denoted in ampere. By knowing any of the two values in the relationship, we will calculate the third one easily. Here we have some three relationships. That is, to find the voltage we will use V is equal to IR formula, and to find the current value we will use I is equal to V divided by R formula. And to find the resistance value we will use R is equal to V divided by I formula. Accordingly, the unit also varies. That is, here the unit will be volt, and here the unit will be ampere, and here it will be ohms. And we will see some Ohm law triangle. That is, this is the Ohm's law triangle, which also gives the same relationship. That is, we have already seen in a previous slide. V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R, and R is equal to V by I. This is the basic relationship or basic formulas of given by the Ohm's relationship. And we will see some solving problems using Ohm's law triangle. That is, if the resistance of an electric ion is 50 ohm and 3.2 amps current flowing through the resistance, and we will find the voltage between the 2 points. This is the question. How we will find the voltage? That is, if the value of resistance is asked, the values of current and the voltage are given, then it can be calculated that the resistance is simply cover the R. That is, now we have to calculate by using the formula. That is, V is equal to I divided by R. For that, the I is given, R is also given. The unknown is V. That is, the asked question is V. Therefore, we will obtain the value of 160 volt. That is, the answer is 160 volt. Next is another one exercise problem is given. This can be taken as a exercise work. You can do it yourself. And the next video content will have a description of electrical power and Ohm's law pie chart. Thank you, and subscribe to the